The right of your father, وَأَمَّا حَقُّ الْأَبِيكَ فَتَعْلَمُ أَنَّهُ أَصْلُكَ وَإِنَّكَ فَرْعُهُ. No, he says, the right of your father, that you should know that he is your roots.
Maulana Asad, you were my favorite teacher and you were my favorite Dunyat teacher. I loved how you explained all your classes and you made really funny jokes all the time. And you were my favorite.
Assalamu alaikum. Maulana Asad Jaffery was my teacher for 2 years. He was an excellent teacher. He was nice, humble, and polite. I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to learn from him.
Maulana Asad Jaffery was my teacher for about 3 years. He not only made class fun, even after school hours he used to play with us, like basketball, and he used to always make class enjoyable. I really respected him.
I was a student of Maulana Asad. He was like a second father. I could ask him anything and he would answer. He was really nice, and he never made his classes boring.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I would like to talk about Maulana Asad Jaffery. He was such a great teacher. He was so kind and friendly. He would always allow anyone to ask questions about Deen. He was a knowledgeable person. He was like a gem for Darul Quran Madrasa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A person is recognized by his character, and the teachings we got from the Ahlul Bayt and the Quran mentions that akhlaq can be exemplified as a fruit of the tree whose branches are your practices and whose roots are your beliefs. If the roots are watered with the right water and the branches are bloomed in the right manner, then you get the right person. And that's where I see Maulana Asad Jaffery. We know Maulana Asad Jaffery as a scholar or a teacher, but you will see most of us saying to have a special connection with him. We can say that it was an example of the best akhlaq from Maulana Asad Jaffery. I think that we should really take this legacy of him and strive towards have a better akhlaq and to serve the community. I'm really looking forward to someone to follow his footsteps.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ashraf Syed and I'm the president of the Mehdi Youth Society. This youth society itself was established by Marhum Maulana Syed Asad Jaffery in 1985. Marhum Maulana Asad Jaffery was always our biggest supporter, our pillar of hope, our advocate. He was our elder brother, our Asad Bhai. He would always emphasize to us as the Mehdi Youth executives the need to work and act selflessly and think beyond ourselves. Think about ways of how we can help our local community members, be it our elders or our smaller brothers and sisters. And he would always emphasize the need to think of those around the world who may be in dire circumstances, who may not have the same luxuries as we do living in a first world country. I still recall during my first meeting with him when I joined the team, he shared a letter from Imam Ali alayhi salam to Malik Ashtar when he took his new position as a governor. And one of those points was that when you come into this position, it is your responsibility to think of those around you and think of your local members and individuals and find any way you can to contribute to their betterment and help in any way you can. I think with what Hope is doing and their amazing initiatives, I believe it's my responsibility to help and support in any way I can, as taught to me by Asad Bhai. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to be able to tread the path laid out to us by the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, and that was shown and taught to us by Asad Bhai. Thank you all very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. There's a hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam that says, live amongst the people in a manner that when you die, they weep over you, and when you are alive, they crave for your company. I can't seem to think of anyone that fits that hadith better than Asad Bhai. It's impossible to encapsulate the many ways in which he touched our lives. Me personally, he was truly a close friend and an older brother. Though their physical presence may be gone, the echoes of their influence resonate in the very fabric of our community. Today we mourn the loss of a leader, but tomorrow we rise as a testament to the enduring impact of his legacy. One of the things that set him apart from others was his ability to connect with people. From his conversations, his lectures, his demeanor, his jokes. Though he may no longer walk amongst us, he will always be a guiding force for us in our lives.
After the shahadat of Imam Ali alayhi salam, when Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein were coming back from the funeral, they heard this blind man crying. When they inquired, why are you crying? He would say every day a man would come, feed me, give me food, and sit with me. And when they asked, who was this man? And one of his replies was that he would always have the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What I know about Asbai was that he took everything from the lives of the Ahlul Bayt. He learned from them. He implemented it into his life. He showed us. He served the deen, and he served it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After his passing, we would hear about stories, first of how he used to help people on the minbar, stories of him helping people off the minbar, in private, how he guided people towards the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.